Welcome to DTC MTV Product Review.
Hi DTCers, are you there? Are you in there? Yes, I see you.
With your host,
From the Busby Empire
and magician for hire,
spanning the globe,
DTC's very own,
I've been hopping on water.
Guy Portlock.
Welcome DTCers, product review time. Right, bloody good to see you. Magic pickers from around the world. I've actually been really enjoying myself lately, and also watching lots of magic DVDs, and in particular some stuff that I've really enjoyed. And it seems to me over the last few years RSVP productions have brought out some of my favourite releases. For example, we go back thinking about James Brown Professional Opportunist, the Eye Candy stuff with Lee Smith and Gary Jones, the John Kerry DVDs, and this latest one, The Unknown, by Ideas and Routines by Mark Bendell, performed in the real world by Lee Smith and Gary Jones. This is I've said it before, this is an absolute bloody no-brainer. I mean, it's a penny short of 20 quid. That's a purple. It's a penny short of a purple, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 routines. Lucky for most of us, unlucky for pretty much no one. 2 hours. Great to see the live performances. Very clear and interesting explanations, and just some brilliant routines. I think this is a sort of DVD in particular that workers like, because if you've got a degree of skill, which if you're going to be going and getting paid for gigs, literally you could watch this and go, thank you very much, I'll take 3 or 4 of those, because those are the ones I particularly like, and I'll go and perform them tonight with a little bit of tweaking or a little bit of this. Or, I mean, literally I watched it on Friday, and I think Saturday night I performed 2 of them straight away on the Saturday. Personal favourites, I mean, there's lots of different things, but a lot of card stuff, which I like in particular. There's a sort of version of any card at any number, but it's called Pecan. It's not quite any card at any number, but it's a nice version of it, and really strong. It's a nice sort of coincidence-based thing, which I like doing with a spectator. Really good. There's like a Joker kickback thing where 2 cards are selected. You give them the Jokers at the start, and then they swap places or do this. It's like a kickback effect, but not a sandwiched effect this time. Really nice. There's a paperclip one where, again, it's like a transpo, but using the paperclip or the peg. Again, it's a nice sort of like a sort of kicker ending again. There's quite a nice a superstition type thing where you. It's quite nice because the spectators are involved. They cut off some cards, and they happen to cut to 13 cards, and in your top pocket you've got the number 13, which they're quite impressed with, but the 13th card happens to be on the reverse side, and it matches perfectly. So again, nice interaction with spectators. There's like a stand-up that Paul Harris twist thing where it looks like he's going in the middle, and then it turns up face up, but there's a way of doing it to a table, so it's a bit more visual. Nice idea on that one. There's a nice like a double prediction type thing where you basically you've got a deck of cards and they've got times written on the back of them. You show them that every card has got a different time on the back. Then you get the watch out and you do the principle when they're turning to a time, and then basically at the end the photograph matches the time and the card and the watch that they actually turn. Quite a strong routine. A lot of people have been talking about Bag for Life, which is a very nice visual, very clever idea where you've got a see-through little plastic bag, and you've got like a penny and a £2, and you can just you ask them a coin and then they say £2, and you can just pull out the £2. The bag can be examined. Very visual, very nice, and again, probably to bring it in, working it alongside a coin routine that you do, or it can be the end of that or the start. But Lee Smith goes through a nice variation of what he does with it. That's very clever thinking. I think you quite like that, especially if you do a bit of coin magic. I really liked Ouija card as well, which is a little bit similar to the iPhone 10 on eye candy with Lee Smith. But I actually think, and I have used iPhone 10 quite a lot, especially when you do sort of corporate do's and you can brand up the phones for whatever company you're working for. But this is, it was really good for Halloween actually, but you kind of want to do this more often. It's very similar, as I said, to the eye candy, but with a slightly kicker ending. You basically show this card with the Ouija board on, put it in your pocket, they sign a card, and basically it ends up on the Ouija board. But it's a lovely visual moment when you shake and it looks like the letters changed to the name of the chosen card. It's a lovely strong routine. I could go on. There's a peak device on there, which is interesting. There's a predicting the time on a slightly different routine than the one I mentioned. There's lots on there. I mean, straight away I thought, yeah, 4 or 5 of those, great. And you know, not really, very little gimmick stuff going on. You get a nice PDF for the Ouija cards. Everything is wrapped up nicely, my friends, and for that reason I think it's an excellent release and really well priced, absolutely. So I'm going to give it a very strong 4.8 stars, and I think it's very good for the worker. I also think it's very achievable, very good for the hobbyist, and also if you're not technically brilliant, these aren't knuckle busters. They're, you know, if you've got a bit of skill with a deck of cards, you're going to be able to do a lot of these routines, and with a bit of practice you'll get them looking fantastic. So a really good release, Unknown. Good work, my friends. All the best.
Thank you for watching DTC MTV Product Review.
See you again.